Morning, students. We have read this conversation between a counselor and Pranay. Pranay is a boy who read in 12th class and who is fed up of the behavior of his parents and who is very much, stressed out because of the behavior of his parents. So that's why he really talks to the counselor. And now, what about your mother? Now she's asking about his parents' behavior. So he said that he has been not allowed. He is not allowed to do anything which he wanted to do, and he has to do those things which he really do not want to do. So he has to study in whole week, and he was allowed to meet his friends on weekends only, and he was not at all happy with that. He was not allowed to use his phone. So they were over worried about his board exams, and that all he's just told about his parents to counselor. And now counselor asked him, now what about your mother? So he said, well, she doesn't yell, but always supports both my dad's dad's viewpoint and his actions. So he said, that well, she doesn't yell. Yell means she doesn't shout on me, but what she does, she just supports my father's point of view. Point of view means opinions, ideas, and his actions. Whatever he is doing with me, she always supports him. So then counselor concluded that, so if I get you right, you feel kind of trapped between what you want to do and what you are allowed to do, and that makes you angry. So she said that, that now I'm getting you right, but now I understand your situation very clearly, very rightly, that you are kind of trapped. What do you mean by trapped? You are kind of caged between what you want to do and you are not allowed to do that you are in a fix. That why? Because you are not allowed to do what you really want to do, but you have to do all those things which you do not want to do, and that is the problem which makes you angry. So what he said, that's an understatement. Understatement means that that's not, you can say that it is above, it is more than that. It is just like a understatement if you say so, that I'm just worried about that I'm not allowed to do anything else, whatever I want. He said, I feel like hitting out. What do you mean by hitting out? I feel like doing something violently, something violent to parents. Maybe he was just going to quarrel with them, a verbal quarrel or something like that. So he is going to hitting out. So now what counselor speaks to Pranay's mother. Now counselor is going to speak to Pranay's mother. She also wanted to listen to the point of view of Pranay's mother also. On the day of the parent-teacher meet, it was only Pranay's mother who came. She was smartly dressed lady with gentle manners and cultured voice. So now on parent-teacher meet, what happened? Because Pranay has also met counselor to tell that to make his parents understand when they will come to the parent-teacher meet. But his father was not there. His mother was there. She was smartly dressed lady. She had very gentle manner and a very cultured voice. Cultured voice matlab civilized voice. Then the counselor told her that Pranay was feeling some stress at home and that perhaps he needed to work this out to help him be relaxed for his exam. Now counselor told Pranay's mother that that Pranay is very much at tension, at stress at home. He's not liking the environment at home, and you must work together, or you must understand him what he really wants so that he can be relaxed for his exams. So then what Pranay's mother says, to be frank, we too feel the stress because of him, she stated. And then she gave a statement that to be very frank with you, to tell you the truth, that we are also under pressure, we are also very much at stress because of him, that he created so much stress at house. Can you elaborate on that? What do you mean by elaborate? Elaborate means to explain it more. So can you explain it more? You see, he has become very different at home. He is defiant, disobedient, and disrespectful, especially with his father. So these are the traits. What kind of traits do you think these are? We have discussed them. So what do we mean by defiant? Defiant means that person who do not approve the rules of authority, who do not work according to authority. So defiant is if you are not working according to your parents' wish, or you are not yes, you do not work according to their wish, or something like that. Disobedient, obviously you are not obedient to your parents. Disrespectful, you are not showing respect to your parents. So he is having such kind of undesirable traits with his father. So these are undesirable traits. So he used to behave like a defiant, disobedient, disrespectful with his father especially. He has also got a set of high flying friends. So he has a set of high flying. What do you mean by high flying? High flying friends are those who lives in air. who lives in airs means just who do not who are very shallow in behavior, who are who are not mature, you would say, and who are not civilized, who do not accept realities. That kind of friends he have, who have a lot of money to spend, and they have a lot of money to spend on. So that means high flying. They are they are not at all cultured, you can say that. They are not well civilized, and they have also high money, heavy money to spend on. So he is having such kind of friends with him. My son tries to keep up with the same standard, which is not possible because we are not the affluent. So what his mother told to counselor, that his friend Pranay also imitate his friends. He also wanted to keep with the same standard of those friends. He also want to spend money like his rich friends. And she said that it is not possible for us because we are not so affluent. What do you mean by affluent? We are not so well to do, we are not so rich, so we cannot afford that standard which his friends actually have. So basically this is the problem. My son's high demands and my husband's constant taunts, it has not been easy. I have 2 younger daughters and they are very understanding. They make no demands and are content with the few things we can afford. They stay out of their father's way, generally do what is expected of them. So what she said that my son's high demands, my son's those demands, and my husband's constant nagging on them, constant taunts on them. So this is main kind of what is the misunderstanding is between Pranay and his father, and it was because of the money. Why? Because Pranay wanted to keep that standard, he wanted to spend money, his demands were very high, and his father never going to approve of them, and he's taunting him always. So she said that it is not easy for me, it has not been easy for me because I couldn't take anybody's side. Okay, so I have 2 younger. She said that she gives more information that I have two younger daughters, and they are very submissive, they are very understanding. They do not put any demands in front of their father, and they do what they are expected to do. So they are very obedient, we would say, obedient daughters. How old are your daughters? The counselor wanted to know. Now counselor wanted to know the actual age of the daughters, and the daughters were 15 and the younger one is 12. So daughters are of 12 and 15 of the age. It must be really hard on you. Now she understands that the counselor that it is very hard for you to maintain, or to to maintain that proportion between three kids, and to maintain their demands and to maintain their everything. It is very hard for you. So what she said, yes, trying to be a buffer between father and son is not easy. Pranay has becoming insensitive to the family situation. He does not understand that excess of everything is bad. I do provide essentials, but extravagances and undue expenditure have to be cut down. So she said that yes, trying to be a buffer. Buffer means, you can say that the person who pacify between the two of the people, who understand both the situations, both the persons, or both the point of views, both the ideas. So he is trying to be the pacifier between father and son, and it is not easy for her to do this all the time. Why? Because Pranay has insensitive to the family. Insensitive, I have told you, that who is not aware of the other's feeling, who is not aware of the other's emotions. So he is insensitive to the family situation, and he doesn't understand at all that excess of everything is very bad. You have told, your parents have told you, your teachers have told you always that excess of everything is very bad. It can be good habits, it can be bad habits also. So she said that I do provide essentials means important things or stuff or whatever it is to him, but extravagances. What do you mean by extravagances? Extravagances means extra expenditures or extra demands which are not important, which are not necessary. So that, and undue expenditure. Undue means unimportant expenditure, to to expense to spend money. That is called expenditure, to buy anything unnecessarily. So she said that I can buy him essential, but that extra expenditure or extra demands, I cannot afford them, because we are a middle class family and we cannot afford such kind of a thing. Did you tell Pranay this? So counselor says that, did you tell it to Pranay? Have you told this to Pranay that we are a middle class family and we cannot afford his high demands? So what she said, I do time and again, but he thinks it is because I am partial of the girls. So what she said, that I have told him, I do time and again. What do you mean by time and again? Time and again, because I have told him again and again, I do it again and again, but he thinks that I am partial. What do you mean by partial? Partial means biased, that I am biased to girls. It means that I take sides of girls, I do everything for them but not for him. So he thinks that, but that is not the real situation. So read your chapter till here, understand it well. We will read it later.